You know what's crazy? People are always in my business, worried about what I'm doing, what Floyd is doing, what Floyd ain't doing, what I do got, what I don't got.
Something that you didn't appear interested in doing. And as a result, they didn't appear interested in helping you along because you didn't seem receptive.
Why has it always come to money?
Why not? I mean, everything you got don't cost money. Everything you do costs money. You can't take your wife on a date for free.
During a live interview, Floyd Mayweather Jr. didn't hold back when addressing bankruptcy rumors. He strongly denied the claims and took aim at Stephen A. Smith. Criticizing the constant public scrutiny of his personal life, Floyd made it clear people are always watching, judging, and questioning his moves, even though he doesn't involve himself in this. With his usual confidence, he brushed off the speculation and told critics to focus on their own lives. For Mayweather, it wasn't just about denying rumors. It was about protecting his image and reminding everyone that he's still in control of his narrative.
Just know, I'm gonna stay in my lane. I ain't gonna fuck with nobody, and I don't want nobody with me. If I go on vacation, my fault. When I go on vacation for 30 days, I take 30 watches with me. But you know what? What's crazy is this. If we add 10 more days, I take 10 more watches.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. recently pushed back against rumors surrounding a reported $42 million real estate deal. He claimed he personally invested in 62 buildings using only his own money, with no outside partners involved. However, some reports suggest a more complex situation, indicating he may hold partial stakes rather than full ownership. Property records cited in those reports appear to challenge his version, which has only added to the speculation. At this point, it's a case of conflicting narratives, Mayweather standing firmly by his claims, while outside reports raise questions that haven't been fully clarified.
Yes, Floyd Mayweather has reportedly acquired 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan, spending approximately $402 million. This substantial investment was made through his real estate firm, Vada Properties, and is intended to expand his portfolio in New York City real estate market. Mayweather has expressed that this purchase holds significant personal meaning, reflecting his humble beginnings and desire to provide affordable housing options. He stated, "Growing up, I used to dream about owning just one home by myself. When you work hard, you can achieve anything. However, it's important to note that while Mayweather has announced this acquisition, some reports suggest that property records do not yet confirm a transfer of ownership. Experts speculate that he may have acquired a minority stake with options for future expansion rather than full ownership of all 62 buildings outright." In summary, Floyd Mayweather has publicly claimed to purchase 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan for $402 million, aiming to enhance affordable housing in the area. While these claims have been widely reported, the exact details and confirmation of ownership are still subject to verification. So even ChatGPT is saying that's not official. Whether Mayweather is saying it or not, ChatGPT is saying it's not official.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. took a hands-on approach to back his claims by personally visiting the properties he says he owns. During the tour of the 62 apartment buildings, he repeatedly stressed that the investment was fully self-funded with no partners involved. The visit looked like an attempt to show legitimacy and control. Basically, see it with your own eyes. Still, not everyone is convinced. Some observers argue the tour may have been more about reinforcing his public image than offering concrete proof, especially with conflicting reports still floating around.
Yeah. And on point like this, because all of them, we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. You know what I'm doing? All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
Stephen A. Smith has been openly critical of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s post-retirement exhibition fights. He argues that Floyd now seems more focused on generating income than protecting the legacy he built in the ring. From Smith's perspective, taking on low-risk, high-pay exhibition bouts, especially against non-traditional opponents, can dilute the aura of greatness Mayweather once had as an elite, undefeated champion. At the same time, others see it differently. They argue Floyd already secured his legacy with that 50-0 record and is simply capitalizing on his brand while he still can.
I just see some of these things, and this is just my personal feeling. When you're that great and you're that elite, no one deserves, not just anyone deserves to be in a ring with you, even if you are retired, even if it is for exhibition purposes. This is not a movie. This is not Rocky 3, where Rocky is going against Thunderbolt, who that was his name, or Hulk Hogan, okay? This is not that.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has built a reputation not just on boxing, but on openly showcasing his wealth. From luxury cars to designer outfits, his lifestyle is highly extravagant and very public. He regularly shares these moments on social media, turning his success into a spectacle. For some fans, it's inspiring. For others, it invites criticism and questions about whether the display is about success or maintaining an image.
We got options. I got about 100 cars, but right here, we like to call this the Sweet 16. Lambo, Ferrari, Lambo, Maybach, a Maybach, whatever you want to call it. Of course, the McLaren, the original McLaren. Bentley, Rolls. The Maybach truck or Maybach truck, whatever you want to call it.
Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s career has always had two sides: undeniable success in the ring and ongoing controversy outside of it. Over the years, he's faced legal issues, including time served and repeated run-ins that have kept his name in headlines beyond boxing. On the financial side, there have also been recurring allegations, like delayed tax payments or disputes with business associates, that have raised questions about how his wealth is managed. There have even been rumors, such as claims he was detained in Dubai over unpaid jewelry. Though it's important to stress that stories like that remain unverified altogether, these controversies have complicated his public image. While his achievements in boxing are still respected, the offering narratives continue to spark debate about whether his lifestyle and decisions have hurt his long-term legacy.
Has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has also faced scrutiny over his involvement in cryptocurrency promotions. He was linked to endorsing certain digital projects that later ran into serious issues, and he was fined by regulators for not disclosing that he had been paid for some of those endorsements. Supporting new ventures isn't unusual for celebrities, but critics argue that using his influence to promote projects that didn't deliver raised concerns about responsibility, especially for fans who may have trusted his name when investing. At the same time, others point out that the crypto space itself has been volatile and filled with failed projects, meaning not every endorsement is necessarily intentional wrongdoing. Still, situations like this have added another layer to the ongoing debate around Mayweather's decisions outside the ring.
Floyd Mayweather is back in the NFT space to launch his metaverse called Mayweverse. There will be 5,000 NFTs with different utility, rarity levels, and rewards, but this NFT project is after a series of NFT and crypto scams he's started and promoted throughout the years. Some abandoned projects are Centra ICO, Ethereum Max, Floyd NFT, Bored Bunny, scamming his supporters for over more than $5 million. What do you think? Follow from
50 Cent publicly stated in an interview that Floyd Mayweather Jr. owed him millions of dollars. This claim brought a personal dimension to the ongoing discussion about Mayweather's finances, suggesting that even close business associates and friends may have been affected by his spending or repayment practices. While the exact details and current status of the debt remain private, the revelation added fuel to debates about whether Mayweather's legendary wealth and extravagant lifestyle have been fully sustainable.
It goes on where, it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things, and I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you'd already invested.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back? But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail, right? So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when, but see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardlessly. Right. So I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he gonna say he wants to, to give me the other half of it? Why I gotta ask you for it?
Right.
And then when
are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that.
Oh, okay.
At that point, it was, invested in.
All right.
So look, he goes, when he finally does bring up the actual, the situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell y'all to do that. I didn't tell you to do that.
Oh, man.
And I'm looking at him, and he looked in my face.
Logan Paul also accused Floyd Mayweather Jr. of withholding his rightful earnings from their exhibition match. According to Logan, while Mayweather received his own payment in full, his share was allegedly not fully paid out. It's worth noting that disputes like this in boxing exhibitions can sometimes stem from complex revenue structures, pay-per-view splits, back-end percentages, and delayed payouts, so the full picture isn't always clear publicly. Still, the accusation added to the broader conversation about Mayweather's business dealings outside the ring.
It's the case that Showtime, as the digital partner, just paid Floyd, and that Mayweather Promotions' responsibility was to pay Logan, and they didn't. You guys know I'm not a big fan of the Pauls, but this is some scumbaggery at the highest level. Like, Floyd is just holding Logan's money, probably going to not pay him until a court orders him to, which makes me think we're going to fucking lawsuit land. Logan's gonna sue him, 100% he's going to. It's all gonna depend on what was in that contract, that 14-page document that Logan signed on camera, by the way. Either two things happen. One, Logan and his team completely fucking fumbled whatever contract that was in their hands and didn't read through it thoroughly. It wasn't just robbing people like us of our money to watch them go at it. It was also robbing Logan, saying "F you" to everyone and taking 100 mil to the bank. Or the second option, which is probably the most likely.
Facing growing criticism, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has addressed his relationship with money head-on. He argues that openly talking about wealth doesn't make him immoral. In his view, money is simply a tool for freedom and opportunity. According to Floyd, that mindset is exactly what allowed him to take risks, build his brand, and pursue ventures others might avoid. It also explains why he's comfortable making bold, sometimes unconventional investments. To his supporters, this reflects confidence and ambition. To critics, it can look like recklessness. Either way, it's clear that his philosophy around money plays a major role in shaping both his lifestyle and the controversies surrounding him.
Floyd, you seem really comfortable talking about money. A lot of people in the UK are not. So what are your beliefs around money?
Just because I talk about money doesn't make me a bad person. I mean, I like to have the finer things in life. Money don't make me, I make money. I like to feed my family. We can't feed our family just saying I love you. Money is able to put us in a position so we can have the finer things in life. So we are able to travel over to the UK and experience and do different things. We're able to travel to Dubai and other countries and have fun and live life and experience different things. So when you're able to make a lot of money, you're able to do those certain things. And for those people that don't have any money, because life is all about having different experiences. And with me being able to make a lot of money, I'm able to bring my team as well as my family around the world so they can experience different things.
Something you said earlier, Floyd, it really fascinated me, and it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes.
And then you went big. And Is that because you don't want to take massive risk because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, like, you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results.
Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s reported purchase of 62 apartment buildings was initially seen as a smart, high-level investment, but it has since become part of the broader conversation around his finances. Some critics argue he may have overextended himself, while others suggest the deal could have been more complex than it appeared, possibly involving partners or structures that weren't fully transparent. One key factor people point to is Floyd's hands-on approach. Unlike many athletes, he's known for negotiating his own deals without relying heavily on managers. That level of control helped him maximize profits during his prime. But it also means that when decisions don't go as planned, the responsibility falls entirely on him. It's a double-edged sword. Total control can build an empire, but it also leaves little room for error when the stakes are this high.
I think with Floyd, he's never had a manager as well, right? He's always negotiated his own deals. Is that what kind of led to as well? If he didn't have to cut a
it's not that he ain't got a manager, but he has got a manager. So he's can't remember his name now. So he's got a man, an elderly fella that's always with him, and but he does everything goes through him. Everything. Floyd ain't very clever, believe me. But training wise, man's a genius, and it's hard work, dedication. Don't matter how good you are. I mean, I am world class as an athlete, but I never trained like the top boys. I just thought, don't worry, because I love a row and I love the fighting. Let's just turn up.
Yeah.
I mean, but after 3-4 rounds, if I ain't knocked you out, got Sting coming at me.
But that same mindset has also drawn criticism. In a tense moment, Bill Haney called Floyd out, accusing him of prioritizing money over legacy, saying, "All you ever talk about is money." It's a sharp critique, and honestly, it captures how public perception of Floyd has shifted over time, that he went from being seen as a pure boxing technician to becoming Money Mayweather, a figure defined just as much by business moves and wealth as by skill in the ring. For some, that's smart evolution. For others, it raises the question, did the focus on money start to overshadow the legacy he worked so hard to build?
You always talking about the money and shit. That's what I'm saying is you can't.
Bill, we not even on here talking about no money, Bill. Bill, we not even on here talking about no money. This ain't even about no money.
You brought the money up.
Bill Haney took things a step further by suggesting that Floyd Mayweather Jr. began prioritizing high paychecks over the quality of his fights. From his perspective, the focus shifted away from giving fans the most exciting matchups and toward maximizing revenue. Haney contrasted that with his own philosophy, putting fan satisfaction first, even if it means less financial gain. It's a clear difference in mindset, entertainment and legacy versus calculated business moves. This is really where the debate around Mayweather intensifies. Over time, he didn't just remain a fighter, he became a brand. And while that transformation made him one of the richest figures in boxing, it also fueled criticism that profit sometimes took priority over performance.
You say Tank doesn't want any of it. Why is that? I know you can't give him...
Man, get off of Twitter, man, and knock it off, man. If you the face of boxing, then send over something, man. You know what I'm saying? Something respectful like you're really trying to do. Because every fighter that Devin gets paid, man, the most money, man. Knock it off, man. That's bunk business, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we don't need you. Let the welfare feed you for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. Because that's where you're going to be at in the welfare line. You keep on the people, giving them the fake fights, talking about that we didn't charge $57. Listen, we going to give you the best fights, and we going to get all the people in there. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do. And we pay the fighters. We give the fans an opportunity to come in. That's that old business model that you're going to charge the fans for some fights, and that you the face of boxing because you just keep shoving it down their throat, man. The Mayweather era, that's over with, man. It's the Devin Haney era. That Mayweather is over with, man. You hear me? Over with. Floyd ain't never did what Devin did at 25. Tank ain't did it, nobody else.
Chael Sonnen has pushed back on the massive earnings often associated with Floyd Mayweather Jr., suggesting that some of the publicly claimed figures are inflated, estimating certain payouts closer to $60 million rather than the headline-grabbing numbers often mentioned. That gap has fueled a bigger conversation. Is it exaggeration or just smart promotion? In boxing, big numbers aren't just about accounting. They are part of the spectacle. Inflated or not, they help build hype, sell fights, and reinforce a larger-than-life persona. So while critics see it as myth-making, others see it as strategy. Either way, it highlights how Mayweather's image isn't just built on wins inside the ring, but also on the story he tells outside of it.
How much money could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
And cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
Chael Sonnen has pushed back on the massive earnings often associated with Floyd Mayweather Jr., suggesting that some of the publicly claimed figures are inflated, estimating certain payouts closer to $60 million rather than the headline-grabbing numbers often mentioned. That gap has fueled a bigger conversation. Is it exaggeration or just smart promotion? In boxing, big numbers aren't just about accounting. They are part of the spectacle. Inflated or not, they help build hype, sell fights, and reinforce a larger-than-life persona. So while critics see it as myth-making, others see it as strategy. Either way, it highlights how Mayweather's image isn't just built on wins inside the ring, but also on the story he tells outside of it.
Floyd Mayweather, after the Aaron Chambers fight, went to Monaco and put 11 million on black. 50 million on black.
Everyone earns their own money. You do what you want with your money. Right?
Yeah.
But to an extent, I don't respect it because you're someone that's in such a seat of influence, especially when we were younger. We used to look up to Floyd. And what's he teaching the guys coming up? Well, spunk your money on dumb shit. Work so hard to get it, and then throw it away in the casino. Like, come on, man.
That's the thing. It's like that lifestyle. Floyd is not. Why do you think he'd come back doing exhibitions and that, bro?
Sure.
Probably, I don't think Floyd. Don't get me wrong.
I think his level of broke is our level of rich.
According to Floyd Mayweather Jr., his financial drive isn't just about personal luxury. It's about building generational wealth. He often talks about securing a future not just for his children, but for generations beyond them. On the surface, that's a powerful and admirable goal. But critics argue there's a trade-off. They suggest that this relentless focus on money and expansion may come at the cost of other meaningful parts of life, relationships, legacy in sport, or simply stepping away and enjoying what has already built. It really comes down to perspective. For Floyd, it's long-term security and control. For others, it can look like a pursuit that never truly stops, no matter how much is already achieved.
Even like when my children, all four of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the same thing.
In retirement, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has kept the money flowing through exhibition bouts, especially high-profile matchups with figures like Logan Paul. Financially, these events have been hugely successful, drawing massive audiences and generating serious revenue. But the criticism is just as loud. Many argue these fights lack real competitive value and don't reflect the standards of professional boxing. To them, it feels less like sport and more like spectacle, where entertainment and profit take priority over legacy. Still, there's another side to it. Floyd already cemented his legacy with an undefeated record. So from his perspective, these exhibitions are simply smart business. Low risk, high reward. The debate really comes down to how people define greatness. Is it what you did at your peak, or how you choose to operate after it?
Everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million, but I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100 million?
In closing, Chael Sonnen offers a sobering perspective on Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s situation. His argument isn't about how much Floyd earned. It's about how much he spent. Sonnen suggests that despite generating enormous income during his career, Mayweather may have burned through a significant portion of it, making his current reliance on exhibition fights less about choice and more about necessity. If that view holds any truth, it challenges the image Floyd has carefully built over the years, one of complete financial control and long-term security. But like much surrounding Mayweather, it ultimately comes down to competing narratives, one of dominance and smart business, the other of excess and ongoing pressure to sustain a larger-than-life lifestyle.
No, Floyd's not going to do MMA, but he is going to box again. He's enjoying this attention. It's been very smart what he did. I think it surprised him. I think he was just going out to have a little bit of fun. I don't think he realized he could get 4 and 5 weeks of headlines out of this, but he does need to box again, for sure. I mean, you call it breaking news, but I will tell you unequivocally right now, Floyd Mayweather does and is planning to box one more time.
And the motivation behind getting into a ring again to box, when he said he's retired, why do it?
Floyd's broke. You got to understand, the only thing more embellished than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth, and he made a lot of money. But remember this, it does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept, and he is a dum-dum.
So anyone, Floyd's made $1 billion. Floyd has gotten $300 million for Pacquiao, $300 million for McGregor. That might be true, but that money does not exist anymore. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, Mike Tyson, he did real well too. Evander Holyfield, again, it's not what you made. And don't forget, boxing and MMA math, whatever that number is, you get 30% of. So 30% of $1 billion, he still did really well, but not when you're spending money like that. I mean, that's just the way it works. We've seen a progression of these guys, one after the next, that all end up the same way. And that's broke, and they're just not smart with their money. And, I mean, that's all it comes down to. I'm not even trying to bag on Floyd. Look, he's just not a very bright guy. He's surrounded with even less bright guys. This is the way it works when you're a boxer and you go spend that kind of money. If you ever buy things that cost money to own, you're going to be broke.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for the next one.